Welcome to Biomass Magazine's top headlines from the past week. I'm your host, Jacob Norderman. The U.S. EPA released final 2018 blending targets for the renewable fuel standard on November 30th, meeting its statutory deadline. The rule sets the 2018 Renewable Volume Obligation, or RVO, for total renewable fuel at just under 19.3 billion gallons, including 288 million gallons of cellulosic biofuel, 2.1 billion gallons of biomass-based diesel, and just under 4.3 billion gallons of advanced biofuel. In addition, the agency has set the 2019 RVO for biomass-based diesel at 2.1 billion gallons. Representatives of the ethanol industry applauded the rule for allowing 15 billion gallons of corn ethanol to be blended into the U.S. transportation fuel, while those representing advanced and cellulosic biofuel companies criticized the rule for not doing enough to encourage growth in those fuels. The Biomass Power Association also spoke out following release of the rule, stressing that biomass-based power could contribute to RFS goals in the future by powering electric cars. Also regarding the RFS program, the EPA announced on November 22nd the denial of several petitions requesting the agency change the point of obligation under the RFS. A comment period on the matter closed in February of this year. EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt previously indicated the agency would deny the petitions in an October 19th letter he wrote to a group of senators. The Federal Energy Regulatory Commission recently released data showing the U.S. added 238 megawatts of biomass power capacity during the first 3 quarters of 2017, up from 57 megawatts added during the same period of 2016. The new capacity includes the 58-megawatt Albany Green Energy LLC Procter & Gamble biomass power project in Dougherty County, Georgia, which was brought online in September. Power produced at the plant is sold to Georgia Power Company under a long-term contract. As of the close of September, the FERC estimates the U.S. has 16.7 gigawatts of installed biomass capacity in place, accounting for approximately 1.41% of total U.S. capacity. The U.S. Energy Information Administration also recently released new data on the biomass power sector. According to the EIA, biomass and waste fuels generated 71.4 billion kilowatt hours of electricity in 2016, accounting for 2% of total generation in the U.S. Wood solids accounted for nearly 1/3 of that 71.4 billion kilowatt hours, while municipal solid waste accounted for 20% and landfill gas accounted for 16%. The remaining 5% came from other sources, including wastewater treatment plants. Drex Biomass has announced the startup of its Urania, Louisiana-based LaSalle bioenergy pellet plant. The facility is the 3rd pellet plant in Drex Biomass's portfolio and could produce approximately 450,000 metric tons of wood pellets per year. Drex Biomass acquired the plant in April and completed a series of upgrades and repairs on the facility prior to the startup. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with more of the biomass industry's top stories.